Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Look What Just Found. We are doing a two-roll penny search, and obviously, we're hoping that both rolls are mostly coppers, which they have been lately, so that would be pretty cool. Hopefully, that luck continues. Let's see. I like when they come out nice and smooth like that. Ah, and the straggler. All right, all right. Mostly copper. And let's see the other one. Hopefully this one's mostly copper also. Pretty sure it is. Okay, very good. Also mostly copper. Let's see if we find any wheat cents today. So obviously today, January 29th, 2024, we are going to hit 1,000 subscribers. I'll probably make a special announcement later. I'm not honestly, I'm not really. I worked as a social worker for 20 years. Okay, I'll tell you guys a little bit about myself. And it's weird because I'm not the most social person, but I worked as a social worker. So I guess you don't have to be social to be a social worker. Anyway, that's how it turned out. I think I was pretty good at my job. I'm an older person, so I'm semi-retired. I work from home basically, which I guess is code for semi-retired. And I make these videos, which I like a lot. Obviously, people like them because I've gotten a lot of subscribers recently, and I'm very happy about that because I get to interact with you guys a little bit instead of just being so isolated at home doing my work doesn't involve me interacting with people. It's online stuff and it's very sanitized. So this allows me to read comments, make videos, uh, pretend, right? Because no one's really in front of me right now. So I'm pretending like I'm talking to an audience, which is, man, that's pretty cool. I mean, this is a first for me. I've never had a YouTube channel and that's, popular or anything like that. So I don't know. I mean, obviously this isn't mega, but it's mega to me. So today's a big day, right? There's 1,000, and after that, I don't know. What do you do after that? 5,000, 10,000, 100,000? Who knows? I'm happy with the 1,000. I'm not looking past that, but it was pretty quick, and I'm really grateful for it. So I'll do a special video later on or tomorrow. Maybe I'll make a little announcement, and that's that. And here we are. We're back with these really awesome copper rolls. And oh, so don't forget. So what I'll do is what I like doing, and I think people like it. Maybe you guys zone out a bit on it. You know what I mean? That's what I do when I have a channel that I like and I binge watch. Don't forget, you can binge watch all these videos in what the playlist. You can go in the playlist, and there's a bunch of playlists, and you can binge watch all my videos. I mean, I got hundreds and hundreds of videos now, and obviously there's going to be hundreds and hundreds more. This is off center. Excuse me, it's not off center. It's a misaligned die. Let me see. I'm gonna get a little closer because my hand is at this resting spot. So the first penny we pick up is a misaligned die. You can see even on the left of the rim, it has where it should have been aligned. You can see it's moved over to the right. Excuse me, it's moved over to the has to be moved over to the left because that's why the right is thinner because it's too far to the left, and that's what created the extra um, rim on the left. The two also looks funky. to 1972. Bunch of stuff going on. I can't see. This is why I can do this stuff all day long. Okay, because of stuff like this. What's up with that 1972? So on the 1972, a key variety is the doubling. I have to look at that. I can't. You guys, when you guys are looking at this, it's a die. It's more like a die clash. It's not really a major error, but we do have the combined with the misaligned die. That die clash is, adds a little flavor to the overall. And look at that. Am I correct? Look at that L. That L looks diminutive. And the T. Tell me that L doesn't look like a miniature L. All right, let me grab another penny, and we can see. I mean, I had my coffee this morning, so let me see. That's the way a regular L looks, and that's the way a not regular L looks. All right, now I got it on top, so if anything, it should be it should look larger. So what I'm looking at is the top and the bottom of the eye. Yeah, it's pretty close. Something about it, right? Just maybe it looks a little thinner or skinnier. I mean, that T is definitely a little whacked out. Okay, so I'm not trying to spend. If I spend this much time on each damn penny, this will be a 3-day long. This will be like a marathon for 2 rolls. But we found a misaligned die with some interesting stuff going on it, right on the first penny. Now, something very interesting. So I'm going to talk while we look at these pennies. All right. So I guess that's so that would be an occupational hazard. Would be this. But they all misaligned dies. Jeez, that's nuts, man. I mean, this one actually is like semi-cracked on the left. It looks like it's not, but that's pretty wild, man. It's like all these because what happens is these with the coins that have mostly coppers in it. It's old people's coins. These aren't coming from the mint. These are coming from people's homes, and that's why they're basically unsearched. I mean, when I put them back into the little um, paper holders, I write on it what they are. I don't know if the bank takes them back like that. I hope they do. If not, I'm gonna have to repackage all these damn pennies. So that way, I know that they're searched, and I'm gonna have to find a bank to bring it back because I don't want to go and get my own pennies back from the damn bank. Well, that's an interesting. Let me look at this. So even this one has something going on with it. It's definitely a misaligned die, also, or a rim strike error. Something's going on with it. I'll put that one up. So there's something's wrong here, man. It's a beauty too, huh? So I go on. I got all these misaligned dies, right? It's like the most common error on misaligned dies. I mean, because of these older rolls that I got, right? Okay. So I find a ton of, even this is, it's not that bad, but whatever. I'm not, what's going on here? Okay. That's the first. So the first 3 we found had issues, were misaligned dies, which is pretty nuts. They're all friggin' misaligned dies. It's unbelievable. So I got all these misaligned dies that are really nice, you know, like the ones we just looked at. Those are really nice. Those are pretty nice misaligned dies. I mean, they're very obvious. They have the extra line for the rim where they're supposed to be. What is this? Man, look at all these interesting coins. I have to zoom in on this. I have no idea what's going on with that. Interesting. So I said, let me, you know, because I started the eBay store, right? Go to the eBay store. Look what just it's called. I mean, you have. I think you could click on if you go into. If you go into, I'm not even gonna hold on to that. That's too weird. If you go into the channel and you'll see the eBay store, you could click on it. You know where you see the links, where you see the links. One of the links is the eBay store. So this is the first time I'm selling. I just opened up the store, right? So I saw, you know, let me see what I this because I have all these pennies from doing all these coin roll searches, and they got to find new homes, man. You know what I'm saying? They gotta go somewhere. They can't just. That's a nice. And then the ones like this, the ones that are fine and nice and clean looking, I put those into separate rolls. So I have the fine rolls too. I don't know. Maybe somebody want to buy them one day. Right. And I'm trying to supplement the channel also. You know, I don't want to be. Oh, please give me money, please, please, please. I need money. I need money. Buy me a coffee, please. You know, not that I wouldn't appreciate that. You know, like I said, I'll be all monetized and have that all straightened out within the next week or so. So yeah, you can buy me a coffee. That'd be tremendous. And I'm gonna do live videos and all this stuff. But anyway, I so I had to open up the store. I was like, I can't. These pennies are starting to pile up. You know what I mean? I got boxes, jewelry boxes, not you know big boxes, but I got jewelry boxes of 1980 of these era coins and pennies and coins and. I said, let me open up the store. Someone else had the look what just found store name. That's 1971. That was a good year. So I opened up the store under the name Look What Just Found on YouTube. That's one word. Look What Just Found on YouTube, 1972D. And so I said, let me, and I had to figure out I can't just put, I don't know, I don't want to put junk on. I'm sorry. Oh, that's a nice, look at that. You see on the right? That's a nice misaligned die. And it's a nice shape. It's a beauty. So I said, oh, well, let me check out because obviously I know which ones that people really want are the ones that I would, you know, the ones that are most significant. I'm saying like the strike throughs, you know, those are really cool looking. They're you know, so I know already like which ones that I'm 100%. You know the RPMs 61. 60, oh, look at that. That's a nice something. 61. No. Hey, did I have a 1960? No, that wasn't 1960 before, was it? It was a 1970, right? All right, because a 60, I guess there's a small date and a large date. I don't know. We'll figure it out later. I'll hold on to this one too. something's going on with it. It's kind of pretty. So, $74D. So I said, but I got all these misaligned dies, you know. Now we're finding old misaligned dies because the rolls are all copper. Because they don't have it's very hard to find misaligned dies on shields and the non-coppers. They have super 1970. What is this? S? Wow. 1970 S. And that's the year. That's key variety if it has the doubling. Hard to tell. I'm still going to put it to the side. Because the S just looks weird, I'm saying. That's what I mean hard to tell. The S looks weird. It's a weird looking S. Right. So we get all these right. So they have super duper quality control on the more recent pennies. So you're not finding misaligned dies on the modern. I'm not saying they're not out there. I'm saying in a maybe you'll find one in, I don't know, 20, 30 rolls of the newer pennies. But in these old unsearched rolls, 19D. Oh, so here's a D. It's funny, we were talking about the 1960 before, right? And a small date, large date. Well, shoot, if that doesn't look monstrous. And look at the way it has that halo to the right of the face. It's so odd, man. The R looks a little doubled. Sorry. The R looks a little doubled. The D looks like it might have something going on. It has the shininess going on. I don't know what's up with this. It's not super clear. I will put this to the side too. So I know I am really, really dragging out this point. Here's a 1970 now. It's not an S though. I know I'm dragging out the point. I'm sorry, but I'm trying to walk and chew gum at the same time, and I'm not that good at it. Obviously. Oh, that's nice toning. So I said I got all of these misaligned dies, right? Which you saw right in the beginning of the video. I found like 3 of them. And we got the lamination error. Got to make sure it's not dirt, you know. Nah, that's nice. Both sides? Oh yeah, both sides. That's cool. So, misaligned die. Let me see. Let me just look at it closer. Yeah. Well, I mean, to me, this is right. The die is supposed to be like it's supposed to have a perfect circle, and that's not the way. Right? That's closer to how the rim's supposed to look, except that's not how the rim's supposed to. So to me, this is a misaligned die. Okay. Anyway, so I go on. Anything strike? Wow, look at this. Got stuff going on there. All over the place. What the back? Oh yeah, these are my favorite pennies. I don't know who in the area. I don't know. I don't understand that. Off the. Anyway, I'm not going to get into that right now. 81. Another 81. It's so weird. So weird. The way, there's some people who are into like numbers and stuff like that. Like when I see dates and it's like the same, when the dates, they just keep popping up like that. I think that's weird. It's damage. So I go on eBay and if you don't know this, you go on eBay and you go into it's called the advanced settings on the right. I don't know if it's settings. It says advanced. And then you put whatever you want to search for in the title, 1970. A lot of 70s. What's going on up here? Nothing. And you type in what you're looking for, then you have to click sold. That's a beautiful 77. Then you click sold, and it tells you for the past 90 days. It's a misaligned die. It's not too big of a deal. Both sides, though. Usually don't see that. It'll tell you how much they sold for in the past 90 days, right? And if you put in misaligned die, what is it, penny or it'll tell you if any of them sold, if people are buying them or not. I don't know. I just opened up the eBay store 2 days ago. So what do I see? Tons and tons and tons of misaligned dies are being sold. Like people collect misaligned dies. It's a popular error, I guess. And then I'm like, why is this? Why is it so popular? I started thinking about it. Which is dangerous. Don't do that. Don't do that. That thinking thing. Woof. Get in trouble doing that, man. Don't do the thinking thing. This definitely has a lamination error. It's hard to see. It does have a lamination error. It's not that great, but off camera I could see it more so than I could see it in the camera. It's weak though. I won't even hold on to that. So, excuse me. All right, it's a beauty. Oh, an 06 Milagros. We got our non-copper in here. 06. Anything special about 06? No. So 74. I'm gonna weigh this one. I don't know. Sometimes you just pick them up and they just feel heavy, which I know it's not. But I'm just saying. I weigh them every once in a while. 314. It's a nice one though. Put that into the fine pile. And people are buying these misaligned dies. I mean, people are buying all kinds of coins, but right now I'm just talking about the misaligned die. because I have to know what to do with them. If no one's buying them, oh man, come on, come in, go nice and clear. It's not bad. That's a beauty. Has some stuff going on there. It's obvious. Maybe in a picture it'll be better. All right, you can see it there. All right, hold on to that one too. I'll look at that one underneath. Super red. Or orange. It's almost like an orange, this one. Color is almost like an orange. That's a beauty. I put that with the fines. So people are, oh, 71S? No, it's the P. That's the variety date. So people buy the, and maybe some of you buy misaligned dies too. Which if you buy misaligned dies, then, you know. So I said I started 69D. No, it's the S. So people buy them. They're popular. You know, $2, $3, whatever. I mean, some of them I see people are spending hundreds of dollars on. This looks like it was like in a beach or something, right? How about the other side? Yeah, same deal. 73. But that's okay because the I'm starting all the auctions at 99 cents. So that's fine. It don't matter if they're only $2 worth. Even if I only get $1 for it, that's fine. Right? Because $1 times 50 is $50, and maybe that could, you know, help out. So that's the dilly. That's the story. That's what's going on. 88. Oh, I love when the surface looks so beveled like that. Oh, that's beautiful. Is it 88 anything special? No. I wish it didn't have all these other things on it. I don't know if that matters. Of course it matters. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm not going to hold on to it. I'm not going to waste a spot. Yeah, these are newer ones. 85. How beautiful that is. So that's the whole. That's a double D. You can see it. It looks like a double D from far. You know what they call that? It looks good from far, but it's far from good. You ever heard that one before? All right, well, you could say you heard it here first then. It looks good from far, but it's far from good. Ah, there you go. That's a nice misaligned. That's a beauty. Look at all those different lines on the right side. And the coin condition is at least extra fine. So that's the story. That's where they're at. I have the and I know that people are buying them, so it's cool, right? If I get $1, if I get $2 or $3, oh well, now we're cooking with gas. You know what I'm saying? If I get $2 or $3 per penny, I'm not saying I will. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, maybe I'll get egg on my face. You know what I'm saying? And then that's a wrap. You know, and then nothing matters really. But you know, I tried. You know, I tried. I put out what's that called? A valiant effort. 84. So yeah, I put forth a valiant effort, and that's all I can do in life. That's all we can all do in life is just do our best. And that's what I'm doing. I'm doing my best. And I'm not too well, I'm humble enough to say, hey, I have this store if you want to buy a penny for $1. I'm not putting junk out there, and I did my research first. Oh, that's looks like an L on. It's not that. I wish I got an L right on the rim. For some reason, people are buying those. It's not a D. In God we trust. Yes, we do. Ring of death. Yeah, so buy a penny, man. Go on my eBay store. Go buy a penny. Yeah, that's off-centered. And it's in nice condition. Does it have the extra line there? Yeah, it's not that off-centered. It has the extra line. There's the extra line going on there. See, it doesn't. I like the condition, though. That's what I like about it. I'll put it to the side. It's nice and red, too. Maybe for the ones that aren't super off-centered. What's going on here? I'll look at that under loop first. What's going on up there? All kinds of stuff going on here. What's up with that? Maybe I'll throw a couple pennies together, Nah, this is just a dirty penny. Just a dirty penny. It's just a dirty penny. That's my dirty penny voice. Dirty penny. Dirty penny. So, if I'm correct, I'll look at that 4. If I'm correct, the Mundo, by the time this video, not maybe by the time it uploads. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a beauty. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, those are beauties. By the time you're watching this, the channel may have already hit. That's misaligned die. Look how wide it is on the left. The channel may have already hit 1,000 subscribers. You see, like whatever's going on here, that was run over in a parking lot. If it was run over in a parking lot, all of the high points would be scraped. You can't just do something around the rim and the inside is mint. That's not how. Just for you conspiracy theorists out there, that's not how getting run over by a parking lot works. All of his face is pristine. He's got something right at the cheek in there, but that's right. So whatever's going on in the rim is from the mint. If it was run over in a parking lot, the face would have been the first. There's not a scratch on his face. So it's not run over in a parking lot. This is a mint error. Just saying. Just saying. You have to remember that if something's scraping on the floor, you have to be able to intellectually describe why. And obviously you cannot. So the only other, what they say, If you once you eliminate all impossibilities, whatever's left is the truth, and that's what we got here. This is a, I mean, and for you don't find. We were just talking about this before. You do not see many modern non-copper errors. This is something was going on with the dye, and it created this error. That's a beauty. That's a beauty, and it'll be on eBay soon. Buy it for $1. Maybe you'll get it for $1. Anyway, that's my sense of humor. I hope everybody appreciates it and understands it. It's coming from a good place. I'm really a good dude, a happy dude, and I hope everyone out there is doing something that they like. You know, I believe me, I did a lot of things I didn't like. You know, to pay the bills, and I mean that's partially not true. Most of my life, I did what I wanted. That's the truth. Anyone who knows me knows that. All right. Thought it was damaged, but it can't be damaged if it's every letter. Every letter looks just a little bit, but enough to be, and it's in a cool place. I don't usually see that. It has a little dirt on it. I'm just gonna take off the top layer of dirt real quick. That's pretty sweet, man. It's pretty sweet. It's got some stuff going on in the trust. How about the rest of the letters? I just put them in the error pile. I'm not going bananas. I will check out that D. Look at this. Why is it got to be so? The good ones are always disgusting. You know that? Well, it does look a little doubled on the D. I got to be honest with you. It's just it's kind of difficult to tell, and I'm not going to waste my time with something that I'm not going to pretend it's something that's not. You know what I mean? What year is that? Kappa 81D. Is that anything? No. Oh. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to. I'm over here looking at the 70s, and we found the 70S, and the small date is worth something. I don't know if we found the 70S, but I'm looking at one side of the screen, and then I just, for clicks and giggles, I went and looked to the left, and I see that there's a 70S and there's a small date there, which I was not keeping an eye out for. But I know we found 1970s. But I know that's why I want to look at what's going on with that Y. I have to look at it under the loop. I can't see. I can't tell, I should say. All right, either these are strike throughs or this is post minting damage. If I can't tell, I just throw them into the repackaging pile. Now, off camera, I'm going to go looking through all those pennies again for the 1970s, and have to see if any of them were S's, and if any of them were S's. 1974. That's a nice condition. Then I have to find out what a small date is, because I have no idea what that is. I would have to do research on it. Even if I had the mat in front of me, I could still have made that, because you have to look to the left. Misaligned die or whatever. That's okay. Could be just the light too. I may even look at that. So I've been doing the two roll thing lately because I don't know, just because I guess I'm extra enthusiastic because we're hitting 1,000 um, subscribers. Now, somebody who's watching this in the future, maybe 2025, 2026. Today's the day we hit 1,000 subscribers. So where are we at? Leave in the comments the date and the amount of subscribers that you see. How cool would that be? Like to see a bunch of comments that say whatever, January 2024, 2,000 subscribers, 3,000. That's a beauty. Look at that. That's nice. That is nice. I might have to keep this to the side. That's a beauty. And yes, I can see the thumbprint on it. It's okay. I'll keep it there. We'll come back at it later. '86. This is a non-copper. What's this? Okay, so we just looked at that one. Oh wow. That could just be damage. So, oh no, there's looks like there's strike throughs on this. And the Y. You see the Y? The Y is really has a bunch of stuff going on with it. See the back. Nice and clean. All right. Just a few more. So I don't know if I'm gonna do 2 rolls every time. I do have 1,000 subscribers now. So, come on. I'm special now. I'm joking. I'm joking. I could already tell this is a non copper. Just tell by looking at it. Cheap. 83 has a certain look to it. Let's see how much it weighs. Should be about 247 or something like that. 250. 2.5. 2001. 2001. I thought all of the other coins had wide AMs, just not the 98, 99, and 2000. What do I know? I'm not a coin expert. But I do have eyes. Wrong pile. 2 more. 88. What's going on with that forehead there? All kinds of things look like they moved around. Interesting. All right. Oh, wow. See, I'll take this. See, I was just going to throw this in the garbage. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw this into the paint stripper. This makes a nice cleaning experiment. I'll put that to the side. All right. Let me thank everybody who's still here for watching my videos and for staying around for this amount of time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one. I'm going to do the abridged version of the significant finds. If not, this would be it'd be too long. Okay. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks so much for subscribing. And I'll see you on the next one.